Hey you guys, so I want to end this video, and I finished editing it too, well, for the most part, but I never showed you guys what I got from TJ Maxx in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna put a picture of the coat because y'all, I don't feel like getting the coat right now, but I only got 4 things. So I got the cheetah print coat that y'all see over here, and it's really cute. I love it. And then I got these Calvin Klein shorts, which I really wanted some shorts that weren't little, you know, or super tight. That's really what it was. These are not super tight, which I enjoyed. And then I got these high-rise wide leg pants. This is what the pockets look like. I hope I can see well. Really cute. And they're really long pants. Like, for them to be off the ground, I would need to have on heels. Yeah. But then I also got these blue press-on nails. And I've had these nails on since Saturday. Last Saturday. Today is Thursday. So I've had them on for almost a week now. And my press-ons always last pretty long. But that's literally everything that I got from the TJ Maxx when we went in Pennsylvania. So I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I wanted to unbox it. I got it directly from the Apple store. I ordered it. Okay. This is the phone. I got the orange one because I really wanted the orange one, and then I was like, I don't know if cases are gonna match, so I'm like, oh, let me get the silver one. But then I'm like, no, I really want the orange one. So the orange one. So let's undo these things here. I got this yesterday, and got it in the morning yesterday, and I'm just not opening it today in the late afternoon the next day because yesterday was a really busy day, so I didn't get the chance to open it yesterday. I'm trying to be a little aesthetic with this. Ooh, look at it, y'all. It's cute. Color. I don't want it to fall. This is what it looks like. The color is cute. Once you get it, you're like, it's literally just the phone. But I like the feel of it. It reminds me of, I don't know, but like this color reminded me of when they had the iPhone 5Cs back in the day. I didn't have one, but my sister did. But yeah, that just reminds me of the iPhone 5C. But the orange is actually pretty. Like, I didn't know I was gonna feel about the orange, but the orange is cute. I don't know if I want to set it up right now. I'm kind of feeling like I don't, because that's gonna take time, and I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. And I have the iPhone 16 Pro, so literally just the phone that came out last year. But yeah, I don't know. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I seen another day, seen another breath, and I seen another raindrop trickle on all the leaves. I felt a little pain. Okay, so we've got a blind box, Sonny Hipper unboxing. Let's unbox it. Oh gosh, that hurt my finger. I'm gonna return it. Like, if this is the same one that I got before, I'm trying to open it without ripping it, and they make it so that you can't do that. So I just hope and pray that it's not the same. one, because this is the one that I got the last time I got this edition. Okay, it's a different one. Oh my gosh, it seems exciting. But this is the one that I got the last time. So it honestly feels like it might be the giraffe or the panda or the pig. Oh my gosh. If it's the pig, I'll be so excited. But if I could pick my choice, I would want the pig or the rabbit. But I know it's not the rabbit because I could feel the ears. But anyways, let's see what it is. Let me go to better lighting. Close eyes. It's a giraffe. I said it was gonna be the giraffe because I could tell by the ears that it was the small one. Ah, but see, it's a different one than the one that I had. So cute. I'm gonna put it on my Kindle because I don't have one on my Kindle right now because I really didn't like that blue and pink. Oh my gosh, I just like changed in front of the window and it was not closed. But yeah, I don't have one on my Kindle. So here's my Kindle. So I'm gonna put this on my Kindle right now. So this is how it looks. This was the short story that I just read, by the way, also. But this is how it looks. So cute. That's literally it for this portion. So really, I don't know if this is a portion of a video. I just wanted to film this, honestly. But I am going to the beach for the weekend, and that's going to be its own video that might be up before this one because I don't know how much footage I even have within this vlog. I didn't even know that I was putting this in the vlog. So let's see, because I have not uploaded in the world's longest time. And I also did not show you guys. I did vlog it though when I unboxed the new phone, but I got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I was about to turn around towards the mirror, but you cannot see the back of the phone from the front. So yeah, but y'all saw that already in this video. But anyways, I don't know when I'll see y'all next because I haven't really been doing anything. That's actually not true. My camera has been dirty this whole time, but that's not true. I have been doing stuff, but I have not been filming. But maybe I'll film something or whatever. And I did cut my hair, but I did film that and you guys saw that. And I'm loving the quality of this. Like, it looks so good. But anyways, I'm about to sit down and eat this brownie and go to sleep soon. So I'll see y'all in the next clip whenever. Hey you guys, so my mouth is numb, so that's why my mouth may look a little weird throughout this portion of the video. But I just wanted to end off this video by, this video is so short. I feel like it's short, and I also did not do much within the video. So that's why I also needed to update you guys on the most recent books that I've read. And I need to give you guys my, you know, thoughts of the books. Because I've read quite a few books since I last updated you guys. Like, the last book that I told you guys I read was You Deserve Each Other, and I've read 7 books since then, and that was April. So let's get into the books that I've read. I don't remember what book I last talked about. I think it was You Deserve Each Other. So I don't think so. It's actually been 9 books actually, because I can tell I was on my Goodreads, but I need to go in my notes on my phone because that's where I have, like, see, in my notes in my phone is where I have all the books that I've read this year and the month that I read them in. So, okay, You Deserve Each Other was back in March. Okay, so the last book that I told you guys about was Practice Makes Perfect. And then I think I did talk about A Killing Cold. So let's talk about, well, I don't really need to talk about It's Not Summer Without You. That is the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I'm not going to talk about that book because I really did not like it. I rated that book 3 stars, and it only got 3 stars because I liked the TV show, and I was kind of picturing the TV show while I was reading it, but I'm really not a YA book reader. I cannot read those books. They really feel childish to me. The only author that I feel like I can read her books and their YA would be Joya Goffney, not Joy Goffney. Oh my gosh, the only person who I feel like I can read her books and they're YA. I'm trying to see her name from right here, but I don't think I can. But she wrote Confessions of a Good Girl and she wrote Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. I love the book Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. But she wrote those two books and she's like the only YA writer that I can read. But after I read that, I read The Divorce by Frida McFadden because I didn't even realize that I had pre-ordered this book. And why did I pre-order it when I have Kindle Unlimited and her books are always on Kindle Unlimited? But anyways, it was just in my library the day that it came out and I was like, I did not know that I bought this book / I didn't remember that I bought it. But I read that book and I gave it 5 stars. I loved that book. I think that the twist was really good. Like, I figured that the wife was a little bit crazy and that the husband wasn't completely making up the fact that she was crazy. But what I did not expect, and I'm going to give spoilers. My reviews of books always give spoilers. So if you did not read the book, then you may not want to listen to this. But I did not expect to know, well, I did not expect to find out at the end that the husband actually knew that the son was not his. He knew that that was her child and he killed her ex-fiance, his girlfriend's ex-fiance. I did not think that that was the case. Like, I did not think that was the case at all. So that was really a shocker. But I gave that book 5 stars. I would recommend that book. And then after I read that, I read Escaping the Shadows by Aaliyah Donald. And that is a Christian fiction book. I don't know if it was a romance, I guess. But to me, it was really fiction because for a majority of it, the main character was in an abusive relationship. So really throughout the whole book, you see her navigating that relationship, trying to figure out how she can get out, trying to figure out if she should stay with him, if she should leave him. And then within the book, she does find her way back to the Lord and she ends up falling in love with her best friend's brother. And her best friend's brother loved her the whole time. I think the book was super sweet. I ended up giving it 5 stars because that guy in the book, I need to remember his name and I just don't. I'm about to see if it's in the summary of the book. So the main man in the book, well, he's not the main man, but the best friend's brother that she ends up falling in love with, his name was Malachi, and Malachi was a man, okay? Like, Malachi was literally everything. I loved him in the book, so I ended up giving the book 5 stars, and I would definitely recommend it. And then after I read that, I read You Deserve to Know by Aggie Bloom Thompson. Blum Thompson. And I think that book was really good. I read that book because I found out that my absolute favorites, Nina Dobrev and Paul Wesley, are going to be in the TV show. And I was like, I have to read this book before the TV show comes out. I know the TV show is not coming out probably anytime soon. It's probably not coming out until next year. But I had to hop on the book and read it so that I could be ahead of the game. So I gave You Deserve to Know. I gave it 4 stars. It was a really good book. The twist, it surprised me a little bit. I gave it 4 stars because I was interested throughout the entire book. It never felt boring. I liked the pace of the book. And yeah, I mean, the ending of it, the epilogue and everything, I wouldn't say that it was my most favorite way to end a book, but to me it was 4 stars because it kept me intrigued the whole time and I would recommend it. I think it was a good Mr. Thrillery whodunit kind of book, so I would recommend it. I didn't give any spoilers. See, trying to not give spoilers, even though I gave a spoiler for The Divorce, trying to leave it in case you want to read it. So after I read that, I read Death Row by Frida McFadden, and these next 4 books are novellas because I'm trying to get to 30 books for the year. I'm already on 16, but I want to read 30 books this year, which would be a lot for me because I feel like I get into book slumps often, so I end up not reading as much as I would like to because I DNF a lot of books, but not on purpose. Because last year I read 21 books because it's like I will get into a reading slump and then I'll be like, oh, I don't want to read this book. So then it just prolongs it and I end up reading, like for the month of May, I read just 1 book. So it's because I got into a reading slump. Like I read 1 book and then I was like, okay, let's find another book. And I just couldn't finish a book. I kept starting books and then not finishing them. So I'm starting to read some novellas so that I can get my reading count up so I can reach my reading goal. So the first novella that I read was Death Row by Frida McFadden, and I gave that book 4 stars. Well, novella, I gave it 4 stars. No, I gave it 3 stars actually. It was a good novella. Like novellas, I don't know. They're good, but they're so fast paced, obviously, because they're really short. So they just stuff everything into one. But if you don't know Death Row by Frida McFadden, the novella, it's about this woman who is on death row for killing her husband, and we basically just see her try to figure out, well, she thinks that her husband is still alive, so she is trying to see if she can get off, to see, because the way I'm explaining it, she thinks that her husband is still alive, so she's trying to get off from killing him. But there's a big reveal at the end. I'm not going to tell what it is just in case you end up reading the book, but I think the reveal at the end was really good. I was looking at the reviews after I finished it, and people said they did not like the ending, and people said that they were also confused with the ending. But me personally, I was not confused in the epilogue because I feel like it was explained clearly. So I would recommend Death Row by Frida McFadden if you want to read a novella. Then the next novella that I read was Good Neighbors by Chad Zunker, and I did not like that book. Like, it's not that I didn't like it, but it really just felt like a low budget, very low budget Tubi movie because it was about this couple. The wife was friends with the other neighbor, and the other neighbor told the wife that she felt like her husband was cheating, so she wanted the friend to keep a lookout while she went to this party. So the friend was keeping a lookout, and she felt like she saw someone inside of the house and inside of the neighbor's house. So she then went over to the neighbor's house, and she saw that the friend's husband just got shot by somebody. So she's running. The book is just, you basically find out who killed the lady's husband and who is after the neighbor who is the wife that was watching the house. Hopefully I explained that well. But I just didn't like it because I felt like there was no twist. Everything was kind of just laid out for you, and it just was what it was. The way that it was going, though, because I read this novella in one night, the way that it was going was interesting, and it had me like, okay, how are they going to spin this? And they were just like, here. So it wasn't my favorite. I gave it 2 stars. And then after that, I read Softly by Gray Huffington. I gave that novella 1 star. I did not like it at all whatsoever. I read it because I was on TikTok and this girl recommended it. She was like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest book. Like, it's so sweet. It's a novella and I loved it. I did not love it. I felt like the relationship between the characters, it just wasn't cute to me. Like, nothing that the man said, the MMC in the book, nothing that he said was like, oh, that was so cute. Nothing that the FMC said had me like, oh, that was so cute. Absolutely nothing. The book was about a girl who just got out of a bad relationship. She got cheated on, and she just got out of the relationship, and she's best friends with a celebrity, and he came back into town and they hung out, and then they end up admitting that they have feelings for each other and they get together. It was not good. I would not recommend it. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. I gave it 1 star, like I said. Then the next book that I read was The Skydivers by Chris Bojalian. I don't know. But y'all can see it on the screen, of course. And I gave this book novella 4 stars. It was about these two brothers whose father just passed away, and the father told them that he wanted them to spread his ashes across the family farm. So the two brothers, they of course go into a plane and they're going to skydive and throw the ashes across the farm. And one of the brothers ends up dying, and there's a lady that sees the brother falling to his death, and throughout the book that lady's just trying to figure out who killed the brother. So I think that it was a good book. I enjoyed the twist. I enjoyed the whole explanation of everything, and honestly was a different kind of book because I've never read anything about two brothers, and it's been a thriller. So I actually really did enjoy it. If it was a full book, I probably would definitely read it, but I would recommend it. Again, I gave it 4 stars. And my current read right now, I want to show you guys my Kindle. Okay, so the book that I'm reading now is called Pray For Me by Niche Santiago. And it's about, I just wanted to tell you guys, but it's about this, it's a Christian book. I can't even really say what it's about, but so far, it's a teenage girl. She just met this guy at church, and she has a crush on him. That's literally as far as I've gotten, and her parents are a little strict and everything. I haven't even gotten that far. I'm on page, because my page is not updated here. I need my Kindle and my phone to get together and do what they're supposed to do, because normally they do update, but they're like not doing that for me right now, and it's kind of irritating. So I'm on page 47. The book is 201 pages long. I would love if I could finish this book tonight, but that's only going to happen if I stay up, because I'm taking a trip to the beach tomorrow, and I bought the book One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. So I wanted to read this as my beach weekend read, but if I'm not finished with this book, then I don't think I want to read this, because I really want to finish this book. I don't want to start another book while I'm still reading this book. So I don't know, y'all, but I did say that I would never read another Carly Fortune book after I read this book by her. I did not do a review on my channel of this book because I filmed the video and then never posted it, which is my bad. But I read last summer, This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, and I absolutely hated this book. 2 out of 5 stars I gave this. I did not like this book at all whatsoever, so I said I would never read another Carly Fortune book. But everyone keeps saying how good of an MMC Charlie is in this book, so I'm like, maybe let me give it a chance. And of course, I love the cover. It's so pretty. I love the colors, and I just love that her books, they look like oil paintings, the cover. So I love that. So I'm gonna give her another shot. Even if I don't read the book during this weekend, I will most definitely read it. I'm gonna see how far I can get within this book, and I can read 2 books at one time, or I don't have to finish this book by Carly Fortune over the weekend. I just wanted to. It has how many pages? It has 370 pages. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.